Well, that's terrible. Like that?
Sure.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Talking to my cell phone hanging up on the wall. It's weird.
Can you guys hear us okay?
It's weird.
Can you guys hear us okay?
Ooh, that's going to be weird.
I can hear us on there.
Okay. So this is us really just figuring out how to do this in the first place.
With a kitten.
With our new little pepperoni.
Look. I feel like it's too high.
I think it's good. Crouton, are you out there?
Hey, Fred.
Hey, Fred. Put that right there.
How's the audio? Is it all good?
You got to bear with us. This is our first time doing this. And we have a pretty weird setup to do this.
Yeah. Nice. Cool.
Nice. Awesome. Sweet.
Mama Mooney's on.
My family's here.
Hinto, go lay down. Wear your masks.
Where are our masks?
This is our bubble.
This is our bubble.
Hey, Farmstead Smith, how's it going? It's kind of weird. We've got the oven right below the phone, and I can't put the laptop there with our comments.
Where's Bilky? Bilky is sitting in the chicken coop right now, watching over his chickens.
Should I go get him?
Oh, I don't know. That sounds like it.
Yeah, we've got our dinner in the oven.
Yeah.
Having some chicken.
I don't think we're going to totally avoid the horrible tyrannical plans of the government. We might have an upper hand. But yeah, I think we don't have immunity to that.
No. But we'll see. Time will tell what's going to happen.
Our little kitten is so cute, and she's such a darling. We've slept fine for the first 3 nights that we've had her.
Yeah.
Other than one time we had to put her in a crate for a while because Hinto, our one dog, wasn't quite ready for a cat, and we had to kind of make sure that he was comfortable with her. So we had her in a crate one night, and she pooped in the crate, and it was a bit of a night. Well, no, it was a bit of a night. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
We just had to clean up a poop in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And we had all these barriers set up to keep the dog and the cat separated, but she just started climbing over everything, as cats do. So.
Hi, Russell. So you've got a schoolie north of Prince George.
Ooh,
do you live in that schoolie in the winter? We've seen minus 27 in this bus, and with our wood stove, it's great, but it's we have an R value of 8 for anyone who knows what thermal resistant values are. Mm-hmm. It's not very good, but it's all we could fit into our bus. But it's pretty comfortable when we've got the wood stove on. We've got skirting around the bus now, and
yeah,
I don't mind it.
Yeah. Trained cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to have to crate train her, but
no,
it is a good thing to have, I guess.
She's going to be a farm cat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, in the summertime, I'll be happy if she's outside. We have mice around, and it's part of the reason why I wanted to get a cat. Yeah, because of the mice. Yeah. I kill a lot of mice.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And in the winter, we don't use the fridge, so we've got all of our food is just outside, and I have to make sure everything is in a container that's super solid.
Hey, Sean.
South Alabama.
I'll trade you weather. Christy, this is so small to see. Oh yeah. It's weird because we're streaming from my cell phone and reading the comments from a computer down here.
And there's lag. I can tell there's lag.
And there's a lot of lag.
Yeah, cats on the highway is not good. We're concerned about wild animals out here, really. So I want to train the cat to come in when I call it, so it can go out in the daytime, but then at nighttime we'll have it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And our one dog is actually a really good protector. He's always outside with the chickens, making sure that he's like rounding them up and herding them, and he's always got his eyes on the chickens.
Yeah.
And but that being said, we have a large area that is protected by a 6 foot tall fence and electric fence. So, living in the woods, that's pretty much the best I can figure out how to do.
Yeah.
So, but it's been fine so far.
Yeah.
We've actually noticed recently that we had one of our electric fence wires snapped because I think something tried to get into our compound and caught it and ripped it off the little peg. So
yeah,
I think I'm sure it worked because we didn't have any intruder,
no.
But
we haven't yet.
Close to the highway. Oh yeah. Like Katie said, highway is not really our concern. It's the bears and cougars and wolves and coyotes and bobcats and what else do we have out here?
Oops! Oh no!
What'd you do?
I closed the chat by accident.
Oh, how do you open it up again?
I don't know. There we go.
There we go. Okay.
I always do that when I'm watching other chats.
Yeah.
Close the comments.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so this is our first live stream. It's really strange for me right now. But
yeah.
We were 2 minutes before the live stream trying to figure out how to do this. So how is our poop deck? It's so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's so good. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't understand how anyone can have a chicken coop without a poop deck now.
Yeah. Why didn't we see that sooner?
It saves so much cleanup time. Like you can just take out. It takes 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes. It takes like 3 seconds to just clean up the poop of the day and get rid of it, and then the coop stays nice and clean.
Yeah. And we got the stall freshener stuff, so. That's helping a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Moisture.
No, it's a really good. It's a good idea. I'm glad that we were able to incorporate it into our coop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Actually, I woke up a few days ago and went out to just go open up the chickens and let them out for the day. Chicken had an egg in her sleep, and the egg fell into the sand, and there was just a little egg sitting in the sand.
Yeah.
You posted another hack. Okay, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. We've always been composting chicken poop. It's really good. It helps a lot of things grow. It's pretty dangerous for young plants though, because it's really high in nitrogen.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is our new. Do you want to introduce our new member of the family?
What's the name
of the family? It's Pepperoni for now, but we're not sure.
Oh.
And so come on, up, come on, Hento, get out of there. So yeah, this is our new kitty. This is we're calling her Pepperoni right now. I like the name. Katie's not so sure of it.
No, it's probably gonna be Pepper for short.
Yeah, she's a sweet little kitty. You should pick her up and show her to the camera.
Yeah,
if you can.
So we went over to Greg's coworker's house, and we noticed this little kitty has a mustache.
Yeah,
so
we stopped by a coworker's place just to have a beer and just hang out for a minute. And immediately when we got there, we saw kitties. Katie's eyes jeweled up, and they tried to convince us to take 2, but I think 1 cat and 2 dogs and 200 square feet is plenty. So maybe someday we'll have another cat, but not today or tomorrow or next week or even a month from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one, She's already melted
good.
my heart.
Yeah.
Yep, totally.
Yeah.
She's our kitty.
Yeah. Raspberry Rock. Hey, Russell.
Hey, Russell.
Thanks for stopping
Cheers.
by. The roosters haven't fought yet. The little Silky, I call him Rooster Boy, he's starting to show interest in the ladies, and he's been chasing Cranberry around, and she actually flew up to get away from him and hit the window right here the other day.
Really?
Yeah, but she's so quick, none of the roosters can catch her. But yeah, they haven't fought yet. They're starting to all hang out in the same covered area where there's no snow. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hopefully everything just stays happy.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Hi, Rob. What's the schedule for the new build cabin home? That's a tough one. It's going to be in the springtime. We're still trying to figure. Our biggest hiccup is trying to figure out what type of foundation we're going to use. We have to get a whole bunch of different permits, and it's a tough thing to do. A lot of places are like, we're gonna build it legitimately. Like, we have to get permits and whatnot. We have to do everything properly, build it to code. Originally when I moved out here, I wanted to just kind of cowboy it and mill my own wood and just put it up, which I'm sure we could get away with. But yeah, if we ever want to sell in the future, we kind of have to have some legitimacy to our build, and we can get in trouble for it. And in our area, it's actually pretty. There's a lot of hoops to jump through, and there aren't very many clear guidelines for off-grid building. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have to get in touch with a building inspector and try to just pick his brain about different things. Because one of the things that I want to do is mill our own exposed beams for our place, and I have to get that lumber stamped. I have to get that inspected, and I don't even know where to do that. But yeah, I'm probably, I don't know, I've got a few weeks left of work, and then I'll be laid off for a couple months, and that's going to be my full focus, is just figuring out exactly all the hoops, applying for permits, talking to people, seeing what I can do to get the ball rolling on getting a foundation laid in the spring when the ground frost is gone. That's kind of the goal. And then work full time and build a house. We'll see how that goes. I might have to hire some contractors to help me out, but
yeah,
I really want to do it with my own two hands. There's something to be said about it, just building everything by myself. Of course, I'm going to use like the foundation. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is the foundation. I'm not scared about framing. Electrical is easy. Plumbing is simple. All of that stuff I'm not too worried about. It's just getting that foundation done properly, and then we'll be able to get going.
Yeah.
But the goal is to not be sitting here in this bus next winter at this time. That's the goal. Yeah. So there's probably going to be a point where I'm going to have to take some time off work, which isn't going to go over well with my boss. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Taking strides.
Yeah, and I might convince Greg to drive the bus out of here in the spring, and then we will have to have a house, right?
Yeah. I can deal with that stress. We also have a 25-foot travel trailer that if we had to stay in it, we could, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we got here?
How are the new panels?
How are the new panels doing? They're great. They're older technology, but they're doing really well. One of the projects I'm going to be doing in the winter is upgrading our electrical system to a 48-volt system, which we've mentioned a few times in our videos. It is absolutely the only way that we can get more power, because our panels are so far away from our bus. We have to do it like that. We have to go with a 48-volt system so that I'll be actually able to run up to 4,000 watts of panels, because we own 3,000 watts of panels right now, but we're only using 1,500 because of the configuration in our charge controller. And what? Anyway, because we're running on 24 volt. If we run on 48 volt, we can send more power to our charge controller. So
yeah,
that's going to be probably, I don't know, the next month or so. We're going to hopefully, well, we have to. We're going to upgrade our battery system to lithium ion, which is a big step for us, and spend more money.
Yeah.
We're going to just spend more
Change
money.
our power system again.
Again. You know, my mom always says you pay for an education, and I have paid for an education. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
What, Hinto? What?
I don't know if you guys can see in the corner where the cat was sitting. Hinto is herding her, basically.
Yeah.
He's sitting there. He walks up, walks back, walks up, does a little growl.
Goof.
Yeah.
But yeah. What do we got here?
Is it hard to heat the bus? Not really, no. We've got a full-size wood stove, so it's super warm actually. It's usually like close to 30 degrees Celsius, so
Yeah.
or more like 25.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to heat the bus actually.
Yeah.
When we have our property, where we have a 5-acre property, but where our main flat area where we live is at the top of a mountain. Well, not a mountain, like on top of a hill. It's up a mountain. So
halfway up.
and we have a river below us, and we get so much wind in the winter, and it's the wind that kills us in here because of these hardly airtight windows. It gets really drafty in here. So what we do is we just throw high BTU wood in the wood stove, just throw it like burn it on as hot as we can, and then we'll put Reflectex up in the windows, and it stays pretty comfortable no matter what. But it's hands on. I get up every single night in the winter to feed the fire because it's a small wood stove, and we have to burn it pretty hot. So
yeah.
But it's not hard to heat the bus.
Yeah, it was probably 2 nights ago we started putting Reflectex up in the windows, and
Huge difference.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I got to sleep throughout the night without having to feed the fire, which is nice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Raspberry Rock dropped a link on his Facebook page. Thanks, Russell.
Thanks, Russell.
Appreciate all of your support and your shout outs.
Right from the get-go, actually. I think Russell was commenting on our videos, was one of the first people to comment on our videos.
Yeah. Go check out Raspberry Rock. He's got a little cabin in Ontario.
Yep.
Somewhere. On a little lake. It's really nice.
He doesn't have a Bridge of Doom anymore, though.
No.
There's obviously always more to it than what YouTube creators show. We are in the same situation. Foundation first. Build is no problem.
Yeah, totally. Foundation first. Yeah, and where we are, we have frost, and it gets cold, and there's frost heaving, so we have to I'm terrified to do any of that work by myself. Everything else off the foundation, I'm not too worried about, but it's getting that foundation in the ground, which is really daunting for me.
Yeah.
Hi, Homestead Overland. Thanks for making it.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, I was wondering about the time zones and what time we should set this. I had to go into my office for work today, and when I was leaving, there was a bunch of fire trucks and ambulances and police went by down the highway, and I thought for sure I was going to be held up on the highway for a couple hours. But they were pulled off doing something on the side of the road, so I don't actually know what happened, but yeah. Thankfully, I didn't have to sit on the highway for a while.
How's the weather up our way?
Cold.
That's not that cold. It's I don't know.
It's just below zero.
It's around freezing. It's pretty comfortable actually. I like this weather.
Yeah.
It's easy to stay warm because it's just cold enough to not be damp out. So it was nice and sunny today. It's a good day.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice driving to work.
Yeah. We are in the Kootenays.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Not snowing in Michigan yet.
No.
Michigan gets cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this snow that we have is going to go away now.
No, I have a feeling that it's here.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be warm in the day, but it gets cold at night, like around -5 centigrade. So.
Yeah. It is melting down around closer to town, but because we're up a couple hundred meters, it's sticking around.
No.
Running the mill, yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not every day, but on the
I-
weekends usually.
I've been so busy with work in the last, well, all year, doing this YouTube project and balancing over full-time job. It's a lot of work,
Yeah.
and running a homestead, and just like I tell people I don't really have free time.
Yeah.
This is my free time, sitting in front of a camera trying to figure out how to not feel weird while taking videos of me just doing what I'm doing. So it's been it's been fun so far doing the YouTube thing.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what the future has for us, especially when we start a house build.
Yeah.
Because I'm really like, I spend so much time researching smart ways to build off grid. So I'm really looking forward to showing all of what we're doing when we start to build, because we have to build a fireproof home. We're in a very dangerous place for wildfires.
Mm-hmm.
We have to build smart so that we don't have to spend a lot of energy to heat the house.
Yeah.
Which
Efficient.
We have a wood stove is going to be able to heat the house, no problem. But if you're going to build something from scratch, you may as well do an awesome job at it. So we're going to really ramp up the insulation and make sure that there's a whole bunch of things in the works for when we start building that I'm really excited to do, really, and then show our process.
Yeah.
And inevitably our failures, because I know that we're going to have some too. So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We get the teens the last few days here in Virginia, but back in the 60s tomorrow.
Yeah.
What is teens in?
so that's like below zero. What is it? What is
32 is 0.
32? Oh, okay.
So-
Well, so it is cold in Virginia. Holy smokes!
Yeah.
But back in the 60s. So what is that, like 15 degrees?
Yeah, or
20?
I don't know, 15, 20 maybe?
I'm not very good at Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Yes, I do work in GIS, and actually today I signed my full-time permanent contract. So I graduated from my program in 2018, I think. And so I've been doing student jobs, short contracts, and finally have a full-time job with a full-time wage, which is nice. I'm excited.
Oh yeah. What are your thoughts on cryptocurrency and living off grid given the current economic situation of the world? I haven't ever thought of that, but it should be said that this couch that I'm sitting on and this bus that I'm living in was the product of a successful cryptocurrency investment that I had a few years ago when that big boom happened. So it was a nice little push in the right direction. So I paid this bus off like that. So it was nice to not have to save up for it and just to be able to just throw money into this project. I didn't know where I was going when I built the bus, but I knew that I wanted to do this, and lo and behold, here we are. And it worked out so well because the bus is built for off-grid living, basically. You know, we've got everything set up for solar and whatnot, and the composting toilet and everything. And then after I started building the bus, I decided, it's time to look for some land.
Yeah.
So
Once you realize traveling in this thing would be difficult.
Well, inexpensive because
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do it, but what is a brake job worth on a full-size bus? Like,
Yeah.
it's not the same as a van, I'm sure.
Yeah. And fuel.
And fuel, yeah, it's diesel.
Yeah.
But even then, like, just I'm not a mechanic. I
Yeah.
try to be, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay. Congratulations. Yes.
Yes, on my job.
Yes, congratulations. Yes, this is huge though.
Yeah.
I have a very comfortable job where we are. Katie just got a very comfortable job, and we're not having kids. So we're double income, no kids. And just having that where we're both making, fairly reasonable money, it unlocks a lot in our future and the idea of retiring at even potentially a young age, and being able to afford things and
Yeah.
it's nice having the option
Mhm.
to to do stuff because we are double income, no kids.
Yeah.
I think I'm moving to Alaska, Lori.
Oh man, Alaska! What a
That would be cool.
cold. It'd be cool. Like Alaska seems like such a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And I guess Alaska is not necessarily always super cold because there's coastal places in Alaska that are still mild.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to visit, but I don't know if I could live there.
well, you've never been,
No,
but it's too cold
I want to go to
here.
the tropics.
Yeah. Spoiler alert: Katie wants to sell this property and move to Mexico.
Or anywhere.
So
Central
if
America.
YouTube ever explodes, we're probably gonna do that. But if YouTube doesn't explode for us, we're probably
It'll just take longer.
it'll probably take longer. Yeah, totally.
Look at this cat.
Michiganders. Is that what you call it yourselves? Michiganders? Michiganders. Yeah, I guess. I never even thought of that.
Michelin, Michigan,
Michiganders.
Michiganders. Is that like, yeah, that's the term, eh? Oh, crazy. I've never heard that, but it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Do I ever read or listen to Tim Ferriss? He's got innovative ideas about retirement. No,
I
I haven't, but
You should.
we should, because it's something that's been on my mind a lot lately because of we're going to have this property paid off in 2 years, and then we will not have to pay for land anymore. So that'll unlock a lot of money to build with. And then when that's over, we'll have a paid off place, built house, no debt. And yeah, retirement is a real idea for us right now. And it's something that I've never really entertained in the past, but
Yeah.
retirement, travel, lots of it. That's what retirement for Greg and Katie is going to look like. Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see how things go, I guess. Let's travel.
I should retire now.
I'd love to retire now. I work like 50, 60 hour work weeks. And that's without the travel to go to work from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've looked into. There's another guy, Mr. Money Mustache. I'm sure lots of people have heard about him. I've been reading his blog posts for a long time. And spoiler alert, I'm terrible with money, like terrible. But yeah, he retired when he was 35. I'm pretty sure he retired when he was 35. He said at the age of 25, in 10 years, I want to be retired, and he figured it out. And now he's like extremely wealthy.
Nice.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alaska is booming right now. I heard.
I would imagine. Do you think any California people are moving to Alaska? Is that ever a weird thought, eh? Like
Probably
because
not many.
there's a big exodus out of California apparently. I wonder how many people are actually going up to Alaska.
Yeah.
I've worked up below Alaska, and it's cold in the winter, like cold, like it hurts to breathe cold.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah.
And the whole like the sun, like the dark winters and bright summers, I can't do that. 24-hour sunlight messes me up so bad. I used to work in Fort McMurray, oil sands project, and they don't get 24-hour sunlight, but it stays bright through the night. It's like the sun dips behind the horizon, but it comes up again, and it's discombobulating for me. Even in the summertime, I get pretty squirrely because I don't sleep. In the wintertime, I sleep 8-10 hours all the time because I'm even right now it's dark out. Once 7 o'clock hits, I'm just like ready for bed. We go to bed super early. Hi, Kitty.
90 Fahrenheit up in Alaska in the summer. That's crazy.
Oh
But
yeah.
I guess all the ice is melting up there too.
Yeah. Well, it gets warm in the summer for sure.
Yeah.
There's an Alaskan couple that I would watch that live off grid. Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? They have a crazy garden. Geez, I can't remember it.
So just like living up in Alaska or something.
I can't remember the name of them, but yeah.
In our county.
Oh, Off-Grid Simple Living, Alaska. Oh, is that Arizona? Sorry, small writing. In our county in Arizona, we can get a what is called an owner-builder opt-out permit, which allows us to build any kind of house we want. There are lots of people moving here because of that.
That sounds like a dream.
What a dream! Are you kidding me? Just like go at it.
That'd be cool.
What
What county is that?
is that? The Cochise County?
Simple Living Alaska.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally it is.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Go on, Hito. Go lay down.
Yeah, land in Arizona is ridiculously cheap though. Like too, like it's
Yeah.
we were even throwing it around. Yeah, Cochise. Okay, yeah, totally. Yeah, I'm a rock climber, and the Cochise County is a pretty cool place for rock climbing.
Yeah.
Totally.
We were looking at land there just to get, because it was like what, $5,000 or
Yeah,
like 17 acres. or something.
whatever's in your wallet for just like not 17 acres, just for a little
Oh,
like
okay.
acre in the wash. But
Yeah.
yeah.
But my mom lives in New Mexico, so we have someone who's in the U.S. who could potentially buy it for us. You know?
Yeah, totally.
So
It would be fun to be, what do you call it, snowbirds?
yeah.
So when like I don't mind the winter for about a month and a half, but then I just dread the cold. I like warm. I like sunshine, and it's pretty gray here in the winter. But I would be fine to become a snowbird.
Oh yeah.
And even if we
In
just had like a
Arizona.
little like 25-foot trailer and we just went for walks with the dogs every day and just hung out,
We're gonna have
to
to,
just
we're gonna have to build a mobile chicken coop.
yeah, I guess so you can bring your chickens with us. I gotta be honest, this is a lot less intimidating than I had figured. We were sitting here we literally figured out how to do this 2 minutes ago. I mean, 2 minutes before we started the live stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was nervous to press go live because I don't know. I'm kind of I'm not really that secretive, but it's just weird. It's just weird
Yeah.
to me. But it's not that bad.
You're on the spot.
I'm on the spot. There's only 13 of you out there. That's a nice start.
It's probably a lot better than having like
I see.
5,000 where you can't even keep up with all the comments.
Yeah, I snowboard as well. I haven't in a couple of years because I had a couple injuries that really messed me up. I tore my ACL, my LCL, and then I destroyed my ankle 2 years. Like ACL, LCL was 1 year, and then ankle was the next year, and both are arthritic and sore now. So I'm going snowboarding a few times this year. I'm gonna try it out, but I don't know. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna be as good as I used to be because of my injuries.
Yeah. Lucky.
Thank you, Homestead Overland. You've been
It's Josh.
Josh.
Josh. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Josh.
I don't remember your wife's name.
You guys have been really supportive. Thank you very much. Oh my! Of your B7's build. What's B7 build?
Yeah, what's a B7's build? And don't be scared, just get
Yeah.
into it. It's really fun actually. I really enjoy making the videos and bus.
Oh, bus build.
You know what? A lot of people are interested in it. If I could give one bit of advice for a bus build, though, the biggest, most important thing is do spray foam. We would be so much more comfortable in here if we had just like spray foamed the whole bus. The reason why I couldn't is because it was so cold that the spray foam wouldn't be able to adhere to the bus when I was building out the bus, because I did it during the winter. The majority of the grunt work was done in the winter, and then through the spring and summer. It was about a year that it took me to build. I was actually thinking of doing like a video of just like photo montage is pretty lame, but just a short video of just like building the bus.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I was going to make a video for our 2-year anniversary of living out here because it just passed, now, basically, the beginning of December.
Yeah, totally.
But my old phone broke and that had all of our stuff on it. So, missed out.
Using wool insulation, do you find that you have condensation issues at all?
It's tropical weather. It's kind of tropical weather our way. It is not tropical
No,
here.
definitely not tropical.
It's very hot in the summer.
and dry.
It's hot and dry. Like we live in a fire risky area, and we're south facing on a mountain. So when the sun comes out, it hits hard.
Yeah.
But in the wintertime, it's cold.
Yeah.
Wool insulation. Was wool insulation expensive? What was the deciding factor to use wool?
Hmm.
I don't even know where we could buy that. I guess a farm.
If you get some sheep. Besides the snow. Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's tropical here at all. It's
No,
hot and dry.
hot and
And then
dry,
it snows.
and then it snows. It's not too cold as far as Canadian climates go, though. Like it's in the very very most extreme days. I think it might get down to -20, around that area. Maybe 25 with the wind chill, but yeah, we only have 2 real months of winter, and then it's kind of just back and forth from above freezing, below freezing, above freezing, below freezing.
Mm-hmm.
But we get snow out here. Where we live is a skier's dream because we get big snowflakes out here and tons of dumps up in the mountains and lots of mountains to enjoy that snow.
Yeah, ski touring.
Ski touring, yeah. 36 minutes. That chicken's ready in 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to turn it down just a little bit.
Okay.
This is the nice thing about living in a small space. I just turned down the oven. Everything's kind of within arm's reach. I can like mess around with the wood stove without even getting off the couch.
That's looking at the glass half full, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it can be a bit much having 2 dogs and now a little sweet kitty in here.
So cute. You shouldn't be sleeping right now. It's too early.
Havelock will. Hinto, give it up, man.
I know.
Totally give it up, man.
I was actually working on him this morning. Every time he got up, he had to go back to his bed, and he was getting a lot better, so it was helping. But we wouldn't be able to do a live if I was doing that all night. Poor guy. He just can't help himself.
Just can't help yourself, man.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. The wife has an Instapot.
Oh, I know. Like, I was worried about our batteries. Like we don't have a huge battery bank right now in the Instapot. I want to get one so bad. My boss keeps on talking about how awesome it is.
Everyone does.
For like, if you can cook something in half an hour, what's a half an hour having the generator running? Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
Recharging anyways.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching For a Sale.
And I'll guarantee you we'll never be able to put a whole one of our chickens. Like we raise meat birds this year.
And I think our largest chicken is 15 pounds.
Yeah, they're
15.
huge.
Like it's like a turkey.
Yeah.
It's even kind of weird to see like a chicken breast that big, but it's delicious. Like we're probably gonna do it forever. So it was a little bit weird with the butchering and everything, but
Yeah.
it's totally worth it. It was like $80 for 200 pounds of meat or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally worth it.
What breed
Breed.
of chicken of meat bird?
What was it
It's a
called?
Cornish giant.
Cornish giant. It's so weird looking at this screen because it shows us back like
Legging. Yeah.
5 seconds away.
Yeah.
Or before. Anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah. So that was our first time doing meat chickens, and so actually the lady we bought the property from, they live kind of down below us, but down the road a bit. So they were teaching us how to do it basically.
Yeah.
So we were gonna bring the chickens up here, but we ended up just leaving them with them, so they could teach us the ways. Really.
And actually, what we're going to do this year is we're going to figure out how to raise meat birds without heat lamps. We're going to do it the way that they did it back in the day, and in a more off-grid sense, because we're not going to run like heat lamps. That's crazy power.
Mm.
And it's a waste of time in my opinion. But I'd like to. If they did it back in the day, we can do it today. So
Cornish cross primarily.
Zen Incense Shop.
how's it going, Zen Incense Shop?
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Russell.
Yeah.
He's actually helped us out a lot. Raspberry Rock.
Yeah.
Every time, we just go and say hi on his live streams, he'll shoot a whole bunch of subscribers our way, and it's that's every little bit helps for sure.
Yeah.
We do Cornish cross primarily. Okay. Bag carcass.
5.5 pounds.
Yeah. We didn't weigh like how much meat we got off the birds. We just weighed like we figured this one's 15 pounds. Like they're it's a turkey. Like in comparison to a turkey, like that's what we figured. I don't think we weighed anything, but
Russell's still here. Are you just bouncing between lives, Russell? What's going on here? You're sneaking in the background.
He's trying to hurt her.
She doesn't care.
She doesn't care about nothing. Not a thing.
Yeah. It's so cute. Yeah.
So live streams. What else can we talk about here? What's our plans for the future? What's our plans next year other than to build a house?
That's all I'm saying. Oh, we're getting goats.
We're getting goats in the spring. I'm gonna try to build a barn this winter. This is the deal. Katie wanted a kitty. I love this little kitty. Don't get me wrong, but Katie wanted a kitty, and immediately I said, if you're gonna take this kitty home, I'm getting goats like ASAP. So we're gonna get either a couple pygmy or a couple what are the other ones? Nigerian dwarfs. Not necessarily for milk or anything, though. I'll try it. Goat milk. I've never had goat milk. We don't really drink milk, but it's self-sustainability. I'll try it.
Yeah.
But I just love goats. They're fun.
Yeah, they are.
And like all of our chickens, I eat so little of our chickens' eggs. They're not really laying right now, but I can't eat 20 eggs a day or whatever we were getting.
No.
But
too many eggs.
Too many eggs. But yeah, it's just fun to have a little family out here.
Yeah.
Little chickens to hang out with, and I don't think we can do anything other than goats, chickens. We were talking about doing a pig and actually like butchering it, but I don't have the heart for it.
Yeah.
Is that the fainting kind?
The fainting kind is the pygmy, and that's totally what I want to get. Though it's pretty rude when people make them faint because you scare the goat. I don't really want to scare goats. I just want to take them on walks and hang out. Goat cheese. Yeah. Someone was telling me about that today. I would eat goat cheese for sure. Homemade cheese from the goats.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I heard that yogurt is really easy to make as well.
Yeah. See you, Josh, if you're still here. Thanks for hanging out.
4 pygmies.
What can you tell me about pygmies? Like, we just want the goats just to have the goats. I am a little bit concerned about predators, but like I said earlier, we have the enclosed fence, and I'm actually going to double the size next year of our electric fence, and it's been keeping everything out. And we have predators out here. Like we've got game cameras out, and we've seen every animal.
Yeah.
Wolf, cougar, bears. We haven't seen a grizzly bear though, which is good. We've got black bears. We haven't seen a grizzly bear, but everybody in the region is very, very nervous about grizzly bears. So I don't know. Yeah. We haven't had any evidence of them being out here. Apparently, the year before I bought this place, there was one actually in the yard here. So, yeah.
Yeah. Good night, Zen Incense.
Zen Incense.
Zen
Incense shop. Good night.
Oh, there's a kitty behind you.
Rugged, cold, hardy, need a shelter. Yeah,
that's kind of one of the reasons why I want to get a goat too, so I can build a really cool shelter. I've got a kit to build an icosahedron, which is a geodesic dome, and I want to make I want to spend some good time making a barn that looks unique for sure.
Mhm.
And and that keeps me busy in the winter because honestly, I don't really do much other than plow snow,
Mhm.
and I plow snow, lots of it. It's
Yeah,
usually.
we'll have a video about that
Oh yeah, we'll have a video about
soon.
that. Yeah, for sure.
This month.
Yeah, it will be for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, green roof on a shed for the goats.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll probably put a green roof on top of the chicken coop as well. I was thinking about that while I was building. Have we released that video yet?
No.
No.
That'll be next week.
Yeah, we've got we're building an outdoor area for the chickens so that they can hang out during the winter without having to be cooped up. No pun intended. But I built it so that we can actually put a green roof on top of everything, and then the goats can just hang out up on the top of the roof,
Mhm.
and the rooster can go up there. And
Yeah.
it's nice when you own land. You can you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah.
We really wanted to. I can't believe we haven't done it yet. We were gonna do when we first moved out here. First thing we were gonna do is kind of get a wood-fired hot tub, and then that was a nice idea. Oh, my phone's dying. That was a nice idea, but the wood-fired hot tub was less important when it came to things like having water out here and plowing, and we just never got around to it. And I'd like to get it.
It's too short.
Oh, really? I'd like to get it set up this year, but we'll see. Do you need a hand?
No, I'm just getting the long one.
Okay.
How's the sand working out in the coop? It's working really well.
Yeah, tell them about the stall refresher.
Yeah, the sand in the coop's working real well. It's so much easier to clean up the chicken's poop, and actually to use the chicken's poop for putting into the compost as nitrogen, and yeah, it's easier to collect that way for sure.
Don't get out of here, man. There.
Sauna, yeah, sauna would be nice too.
Don't you?
If I find,
Hey, no.
oh, Katie, I gotta fix this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna figure out a better way to do this in the future.
Yeah.
Is that okay? There. We don't have any wood. I gotta Google some.
Oh.
Yeah. What else can we say about what our next year holds here, Katie? I feel like we're missing something. Oh, I'm probably.
Hot tub, house.
Yeah, that's huge. Like,
Yeah, that's gonna eat
that's
up
gonna
all
eat
our
up
time,
all of our
really.
time for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll probably build some more outbuildings, because why not? Basically, have free wood, free lumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna open up actually, one of the things we're gonna be doing in the relatively soon is we're gonna be putting a road that goes down to the lower half of our property. We've got a lot of usable space that we can't get to with a vehicle, and it's pretty steep to get to. Just hiking, like where our solar panels are, is kind of the middle of our property. Even we have like our property's on a hill, but we have these benches that we can use. And every time we take the dogs for a hike down there, we just kind of brainstorm what we're going to be able to do down there. And we need to make road access first and foremost so that we can do some cleanup of the trees and whatnot, because there's a bunch of dead trees down there. We have to do a bunch of fire abatement and keep our property safe from wildfires the best we can, at least.
Yeah.
And having a vehicle down there is going to be a big help in that process.
Yeah. Deep bedding method in the coop.
Is that when you just like layer poop,
layer the
straw.
straw on top of the poop?
We were trying that, and it was just
I did it last year.
so wet.
Well, this year we tried it, but I did it last year and it was great. It worked really well. I only cleaned the coop properly once, but it wasn't stinky or anything in there. It was the chickens were comfortable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, they were living in our greenhouse. Which,
what kind of chickens do we have?
oof, that's a question for you while I go get a beer.
We've got the Barred Rock, Rhode Island Reds, Brenda's a Brahma. What's the black one?
Australorp.
The Sillies, of course. And then Little Cranbaby is a mix. She's supposed to be a silky mix, but she doesn't really look like a silky.
She's got the silky little hairdo.
Yeah.
But
and Americunas. The new ones are Americunas. You probably said low battery again.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, it's charging.
Okay.
It's at 4%. We'll see.
Okay.
This live stream might get cut because my phone might die. It might be too much to charge and do it at the same time.
Yeah, is that all like the types of chickens?
I think so.
Yeah.
For now.
We really like the Brahma, Brenda. She's the orange one. She always gets broody, and she's just a really nice chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so I guess I can tell the story about how we ended up with the chickens, for those that don't know it already. So we live 7 kilometers down a Forest Service road, and actually it was probably close to a year ago now.
Yeah.
We were driving home.
It probably is almost exactly a year ago now.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah.
So we were driving home, or you were driving, and you called me and said, "Oh, I just saw chickens on the road," and I didn't really believe you.
I didn't believe me either.
Yeah.
Just
and
chickens
then,
in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and then we didn't really see them again for a week because whenever we would drive to work, it was dark, and when we come home, it was dark. So they were always roosting. But the next weekend, I went out and I saw them there too, and so we decided to rescue 6 of them.
At first, we have a large cougar population in our area, and when it snows, the only people we see out here are cougar hunters.
Yeah.
So we figured it was live bait,
which is illegal.
And we were I wasn't having it,
Yeah.
but apparently it wasn't. It's pretty illegal to do.
No, it's just someone dumping them.
It's just someone getting rid of their chickens, which is just heartless. It's so easy. And lots of people would take free chickens.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we took 6.
We took 6.
They were living in a slash pile. We took 6 of them, and then we were like, what are we going to do with the other chickens?
I even called the SPCA and told them, and then I borrowed some little crates from them to pick up the chickens, and then I was going to give them to the SPCA, the animal shelter. And once we had them here, we just fell in love with them, and they never left.
Like that. In fact, the one chicken, the very last one that I pulled out of this slash pile, I don't know if anyone knows what a hawthorn tree is, but this slash pile had a whole bunch of hawthorn. The needles are like this big, and it's super,
they're gnarly.
Gnarly tree.
Yeah.
Well, this poor little chicken was in this little hole way down in this slash pile. It was just hawthorn, and I had to reach deep inside, and we didn't have any other containers to bring the chickens back in, so I just put her in my truck and just had the truck on warm. I was just petting her, and that was Sweetie.
Yeah, little Sweetie.
And now we're friends, and we've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
It's amazing the amount of joy that we get from those chickens. Obviously, you can tell by watching our videos.
Yeah.
We should have called this Chicken Life, because it's more chickens than off grid, but
for now at least.
For now.
Eventually it's going to change to house, but
yeah.
Great compost. Yeah, we just got 5 Americunas a couple months ago, I guess.
Yeah, they've been having troubles getting comfortable living here, for sure.
Yeah, and they don't even really come out. Now they come out of the coop and then they go underneath it, and that's where they hang out all the time. I'm pretty sure I saw a little brown head this morning coming towards the fence, but I didn't get a very good look, so I'm not sure. But I think she ventured out.
Yeah.
So that was good.
They let us touch them now. They're getting more comfortable.
Yeah.
I'll pick one up and just go for a walk with it sometimes.
Yeah, but they're beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
And they have a nice sound.
You guys want to hear something funny? Katie doesn't even eat chicken eggs.
Nope.
Yet. You have to eat
I have
eggs.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I eat cranberries eggs sometimes. Once.
That's prejudice against the other chickens.
Well, they're small.
They're cute, I know.
I just like
They're just big yolks. They're yeah.
My grandbaby.
You know.
Yeah. Is that chicken ready, do you think?
Yeah, probably in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? 54? Yeah, probably in like. Yeah, probably pretty quick. I turned it down a bit.
Food bank.
Well, food bank.
The eggs. No, I sell the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a lucrative endeavor.
Well, it could be.
Not when you live this far in the woods.
Wow. Yeah. We've just been giving them away to friends mostly, but
No.
next summer I'm going to start doing like a drop-off day, and then I'll just take the eggs to everyone, and yeah, that's the plan. Because we have so many eggs. Are we able to pump water up from the creek using a ram pump?
That's something we actually have. Two springs in our area, and that's something I'm going to be looking into next year, because we don't have a proper water source coming here.
Yeah.
We have what is it, it's a pretty weird system that we have. It's frozen up right now, so we have water in our cistern. I have to pump water to that cistern with our little pump trailer. It's pretty hands-on. We're starting to be conservative with our water, but I really want to figure out some way to have full-time water from one of the two springs that we have in our area. So
Yeah.
that involves a water license and some ingenuity, because it's not a straight shot to the creek. It goes up and down and up and down. So a ram pump is something I really want to look into. But even if that doesn't work, I would invest in spending some money on some solar panels and some batteries, just to have like a pressurized pump system, so that we can always just turn on a tap to open up to fill our cistern. And then when that cistern's full, turn it off, and then just let the sun recharge the batteries that run the pump. That keeps that line pressurized. So that's probably what we're going to do. It involves some negotiations with a neighbor, getting a water license, a couple other things.
Setting it all up.
Money.
Yeah.
Stupid old money. But I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
But the ram pump is a good idea. I just don't think it's going to work with us in the winter, because it gets cold and things freeze up. And I don't know how ram pumps work in the freezing.
Well, if we have it underground, like all the pipes, because it would be moving water, wouldn't it? It probably wouldn't work in the minus 20 days at least.
Yeah, all it takes is it for it to freeze up once, and that's it.
Yeah.
So if it stopped pumping for any reason, I think it'd be smarter just to like use electricity.
Mhm.
Off-grid electricity, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of things for us to dream about. I spend too much time. I'll wake up at like 3 a.m. all the time and just try not to get my brain going, because there's so many things that we need to figure out here. We've done great. We've done really, really well for the last 2 years. We've made very few mistakes that were costly. We haven't, our first winter we did totally fine out here, and we moved out here in the winter. So we went off grid in the winter. We had a 55-gallon drum that we had water in that I used the RV pump to fill, and it was a nightmare, but we made it work.
Yeah.
And now we're actually quite comfortable. So we're making a lot of progress. We're learning so much about solar electricity and just how to make things work when you're off grid. So yeah. Cheers, Katie.
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish we would have started our channel from the get-go.
Yeah. It was
Who
a weird idea. How long were we talking about it before we did it? I think it was probably 2 months.
Wasn't it years even?
No.
I think I thought about it then.
Yeah.
For a while, but yeah, definitely months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I should probably finish making dinner.
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up.
Thank you very much for coming to watch our live stream. We'll definitely do this again.
Yeah.
We'll
now we know that the internet's gonna work.
Totally. Yep.
Yeah.
Big thanks to everyone who stopped by to see. And I'm glad we didn't have a huge bunch of people watching, because this has been a little bit weird for me, but it's a lot more comfortable
now that we've done it, and
Yeah.
and we'll do it again in the future once we
Yeah.
have something else to talk about, or if we've got a new member of our family we can show you, or we'll figure out something cool.
Yeah.
Thanks for subscribing to us.
Yeah.
It's been a really, really fun adventure. I really look forward to the future. There's a lot in the works that's going to happen, and it's going to be
Yeah.
interesting and probably emotional because it's going to be a lot of work to build this house. And stay tuned.
Yeah. New video will be out next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
keep an eye out for that.
Mm-hmm.
And keep up the good hard work. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
How do I stop this?
I don't know.
Zoom in on Katie like this.
Yeah.
See ya.